right, let's talk about the air and what we are seeing outside on this eerie day. Here we are in the afternoon, and we haven't yet seen the sunshine. Take a look at all of our cameras, the yellows and the orange hues that we have in the sky, and it just looks so eerie out there. I have never seen anything like this, and we know that a lot of professionals who have been in this business for a long time have never seen skies like this. So let's talk about what's happening. We know we have the Bear Fire that really exploded. That is also near the Oroville area, forcing those evacuations there. And then we have the Oak Fire that is farther to the north. And both of these are forming plumes of smoke moving into the Bay Area for the past several hours. And so it continues as those fires rage out of control. And so with the smoke coming in, it's giving our, what we normally would have, a blue sky, more of a red or an orange hue. So we talk about why that happens. Our meteorologist, Rob Maeda, did a great explainer on the website yesterday on NBCBayArea.com. You can check that out, of why the wavelengths that come through that smoke and the particles actually turn red or orange. It's because we have the longer wavelengths passing through the smoke. When you think about the colors of the rainbow, the red, orange, and the yellow are on the end of the spectrum where you have longer wavelengths, and then the shorter wavelengths, which are the blues, they don't pass through this kind of smoke, so we don't see the blue sky that we normally see. And I know that you're looking at all of these views around the Bay Area thinking, what in the heck am I breathing in? Normally, when we have all of these fires, we say, hey, just go to CVS or Walgreens and get you an N95 mask. And we know that those are not available. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and so we are only saying that medical professionals should have an N95 mask if you can find one. So you can't filter out the smoke and the ash that's been falling, all of that particulate matter that's very unhealthy for you to breathe in. And if you're like me, you're checking out Air Now and Purple Air and looking at those sensors like, that doesn't look so bad. We are seeing numbers that are unhealthy for sensitive groups. If you are dealing with coronavirus right now, if you have asthma, this is really going to bother you. But we're still saying that you should limit your exposure to this kind of smoke, especially for any time longer than just a few minutes. So you really shouldn't be outside at all today. Definitely not doing any strenuous activities. So we look at the air quality index, and once again, doesn't look so bad. And let me explain the reason why we're seeing that. So we had the smoke going well into the atmosphere. We have what we call pyrocumulus clouds that develop right over where the fire is. And it's basically a big billow of smoke that goes really high into the atmosphere. And then that smoke travels away from the fire. We know that that fire is not close to us, but it has traveled hundreds of miles into the Bay Area. So the smoke particles travel all of that distance, leaving the sky dark, but the harmful and most things that are unhealthy for us stay higher up in the atmosphere. And then the smoke particles from those large fires can rise well above the surface, anywhere from 2,000 feet to 20,000 feet. Plus, it's basically punching up into the most stable levels of the atmosphere, going beyond that, and then traveling in several hundreds of miles away from that. And we've also seen a change in our wind direction, the wind speeds. The winds have calmed down. And so it's giving us these bright skies that we're seeing right now, really dark conditions as that smoke kind of just hovers over the Bay Area. And so the wind speeds have calmed and also have shifted directions. We were expecting that. And then we wonder, okay, with the winds not coming out of the north, bringing in that smoke, a southerly wind, will it help improve our air quality? And the answer is, so far, it hasn't. And we know that we also have fires to the south that are burning. So this may just bring in a different plume of smoke as we go through the day, but things will change as we go into the afternoon. Another thing I'm watching here is the fact that our temperatures are so cool. In some spots, it is at least 20 degrees cooler than yesterday at this time. And we know that with wildfire smoke, it can act as a blanket and actually keep our temperatures from heating up too high. Think of some some other areas that deal with volcano eruptions, and after they have all of the smoke and the ash, those temperatures stay really cool. So this is basically the same effect we're seeing here. The computer models really don't know how to handle that or take into account the thickness of the layers of smoke and how that will affect the temperature. So it will be a cooler day, and it looks like we should see some changes as we head through the forecast. Of course, Jeff will be tracking that for you this evening. Also, check out NBCBayArea.com. You can also go to airnow.gov to get the latest air quality where you live and zoom in to check out those air quality sensors close to where you are. We'll have all of those updates, and make sure you keep checking our social media platforms to get more information. Try to make it a good day and stay healthy out there.